expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Fox and Castle are their guards. Lee out there with the bodyguard. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Clock is at 3. Fox from outside. And it's Junior with the rebound. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Adam.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Basket counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Lee with the steal. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Winters. Giddey with the assist.
Well, with the skill of Josh Giddey, his passing ability really completes the back.
Now Castle. Back to Lee. Here's the 3. A shot missing. So for Chicago, their last game will win against Cleveland.
They just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's good for 2.
Nice move by Giddey. His handles are fantastic.
Well, Stan Deere Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words. Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization. Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Spurs working the ball around now. Lee against Smith. Lee gets the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here is Smith. We saw him with 9 points last game out. Wembanyama looking it over. The wide open look here for Fox. Brings home the trifecta.
Pure confidence. The moment the ball hits Fox's hands, he's letting it fly.
Pass to Junior. Smith outside. In the corner. It's Junior. Here's Giddey. Fox with the steal. All going up court. And the basket by Castle. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Shot clock at 5. The 17-footer. Going to go that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Vassell's checked in. The first free throw is good. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick. In the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And it's the Spurs ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Right side, Fox. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Winters. Buzella sets a screen for Fred. And the 3 off target.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The bodyguard passes to Lee. Now, here's Fox. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Buzella. And it's Smith with the assist that time.
Now, you can see Buzella has already developed that little floater game.
Outside, Fox. Back to Lee. Lays it up off the glass. Lee's got 8 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to Winters. It's good. This game is all even. Winters has got a couple of threes now in the first game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Three-pointer, Fox.
I love how quickly Fox makes decisions. He's especially clever and decisive in these pick and rolls.
Giddey surveying the lead. Lee with the steal. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now here's Fred. He's coming off the 19-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
Shot clock at 3, and it's Smith missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Winters. He's got 6. Buzella with the ball. Smith in the post. Covered by Vassell. And it's Smith missing. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. 4-point game. And Wembanyama outside. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Giddey.
On it. You just love what Buzella brings to the floor.
The Bulls shoot their first free throws of the game right now. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama.
Timeout.
24.
Start it.
Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Zach Collins comes in for Junior. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And so Mitch Johnson is on the He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Sexton comes in for Smith. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Harper. That one's in his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Jones. Outside for Sexton. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Smith finds Praise. From 10 feet out, that misses off the backboard.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Back to Castle. The kick out to Hart. That's the 3-fly. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Sexton with it. Now defended by Bryant. Prez dishes to Jones. Pass to Smith. Here's Winters. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Cornette.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And here is Vassell. Bryant outside. They set the screen. Goes up on the wing. And Jones pulls it down. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Sexton. Can't hit from in close.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Jones, the pass to Smith. Now here's Prez. Defended by Bryant. They could use a bucket. Shot by Collins, no good. Spurs leading by 5. To the paint. Bryant slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Collins up top. He's covered by Cornette. Collins kicks to Fred. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Jones against Harper. And it's Cornette, top of the key. Pass to Castle. Over Sexton. Castle misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
15 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Prez. Covered by Vassell. Prez dishes to Smith. Jones from outside. He's got his bench out. And the quarter forward with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the court for San Antonio. Luke Cornette is out there with the bodyguard. Then there's Lights Out. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Harper in at the point. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and being able to knock it away.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Pelicans.
And the focus was to get stopped. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots. And I like their defensive game plan.
Really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to gain that attack?
For San Antonio, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, you know Johnson's a guy who likes to use that size and physicality to his advantage.
On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Harper. Smith with a screen on Harper. Jones, the pass to Smith. Over Lee. Smith, no luck.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Harper wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Harper's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio. Pass to Smith. Now Sexton, covered by Johnson. Sexton gets to Junior. Jones from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. The bodyguard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Harper. Johnson surveilling the floor. Got a piece of it. Outside, Sexton. Stole it. Pass to the bodyguard. Now here's Lee. From deep three-point territory. Rebound by Smith. Outside, Sexton. Now Jones. Smith outside. And here's Sexton. Covered by Johnson. Sexton gets to Smith. Out to Smith. From 17 feet out. And the shot no good. A bit short. Spurs leading by 10. To the right side. To the inside. Here's Lee. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. And 12 points for lights out.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to hold up with his next phase and talk about strategy. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Bulls 3rd.
Very reliable. No question. They punish teams for sending them to the free throw line.
Junior sets the screen for Smith over Lee. And again, Chicago. No good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Over Sexton. Johnson can't hit. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 12. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Smith, the pass to Jones. Out to Smith. Off the run. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The bodyguard passes to Harper. Now Cornette. Pass to Johnson. Now Lee. Over Smith. No good from Lee. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Junior sets the screen for Sexton. Over Johnson. Here's Dean. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 9.
Well, you think about
personal
clutch players,
foul.
Greg, they think score. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Buzelis is checked in for Jalen Smith. Prez comes in for Sexton. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Jones.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
Here's Lee. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Winters. Lee with the steal. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin?
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Lee with the steal. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. Great finish!
Oh, my.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Got a piece of it. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Three-pointer, Fox. Winters grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Giddey hits it to go.
Oh, Giddey takes the hit and still finishes inside.
On the wing, Fox. Giddey defending. Lee, a screen on Giddey. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Winters misses.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Wembanyama. It's out of bounds. They are saved. Last touch by Lee.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Bulls trail by 12. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Prez kicks to Giddey. Smith outside. Junior sets the screen for Smith. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Junior. Here's Winters. There's the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Castle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Wembanyama takes the three. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Buzelis. Lee with the steal. Here's Wembanyama. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And this kid is
Second personal foul.
just powering
Second
it
team
in
foul.
despite the contact.
First trip to the
At the
free
line
throw
for the
line for him
Spurs.
tonight.
In their last
Victor
contest, guys,
Wembanyama.
he was
Mind the lane.
unconscious.
At the
Mind the
line for
lane.
foul.
One shot.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the crowd, it's the Spurs.
Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Once again,
Here's the numbers on Fox.
Chicago.
He's coming off an excellent season. 15th in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. Here's Smith. He has 6. Pass to Giddey. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Lee pulls it down.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Giddey against Fox. Giddey the pass to Dean. And here's Smith. 5 on the clock. Over Castle. Smith no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The bodyguard passes to Wembanyama. Got that one.
Victor
Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Assist
And
from
few defenders
number 9.
to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
On the wing, Giddey. He's got 7. To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. Beyond the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Smith outside. Trez with the screen for Smith. 4 on the clock. Over Castle. Smith no luck. Spurs leading by 20. Wembanyama passes to Lee. Pass to the bodyguard. Now here's Fox inside. Lee outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Trez with the screen for Smith. And again, Chicago. No good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Out to Lee. It's stolen by Prez. And so it's San Antonio.
That's the end of the first half.
With a 23-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're measuring up the shots. Oh, so close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. Now let's take a moment to recognize our players of the week. Keep an eye on these two. And the Eastern Conference winner, the chosen one.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
He has a great mix of point guard qualities. Makes this offense almost impossible to stop. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Josh Giddey is out there with Smith. Then it's Buzelis. Then there's Prez. And it's Dean in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's Smith missing. Spurs lead by 23. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he played both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
And the first one drops. And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Both free throws good from Smith. The Spurs shooting straight 49% from the field. Smith against Lee. Knocked loose. Fox passes to Lee. Now Giddey in the corner. Smith with it. Pass to Junior. Giddey with the screen on Lee. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. The bodyguard grabs the board. The bodyguard's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was going into this contest.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Castle. Back to Lee. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Giddey. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Junior kicks to Smith. Loads it up for Junior. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. He's got 7 down low. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Here's Wembanyama. Can't connect from short range. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Giddey. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
With how well Giddey moves in his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
That free throw good from Giddey. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Bulls trail by 19. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Let's see.
Coming off a terrific season. Last season, put up about 24 points per, almost 4 blocks and 11 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Dean passes to Giddey. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Smith. Up again. The rebound by the Spurs. The bodyguard's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. The bodyguard's got 7.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is massive.
Smith on the wing, guarded by Fox. 17-foot shot on the way, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Take a break.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The free throw drops for Smith.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Some changes for Chicago. Colin Sexton comes in for Booz Ellis. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell, he's checked in for Stephon Castle. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chance.
Pass to Junior. Here's Winters. Puts up a deep 3. Deep. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Wembanyama outside. Lee. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jones against Fox. Pass to Smith. Over Lee. And it's Smith missing.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Fox from outside. It's all in by the Bulls. Junior's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Smith's wide open. He fired. Throws it from outside. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Nailed from 3-point land.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Defenses from last season. In 4th, the Spurs.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
And Chicago has possession. Smith outside. Pass to Winters. Outside, Sexton. Prez with the screen for Sexton.
Illegal
there's
screen.
the whistle. Illegal screen.
Spurs ball.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Portland, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Chicago's gone into the...
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Wembanyama, a screen on Jones. Fox, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what the side
Well, those first turnovers more than you like to see, and not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Pass to the bodyguard. Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. To the paint. Out to Smith. And here is Prez. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Lee outside. A good-looking shot from the wing. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Denied. He sends it right out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making on that end of the floor.
Chicago making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Junior. And Buzelis subbed in for Smith. Then for the Spurs, Ryan's checked in for the bodyguard. Castle comes in for Lee. And it's Harper in for Fox. Pass to Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's an 18-point lead. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, how do you stop Wembanyama in the paint? His size and touch make it so simple for him.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
It's stolen by Smith. Harper against Sexton. From 11 feet away, off the left rim and out. San Antonio leading by 17. Here's Bryant. An easy 2 points on the night. Bryant's got his second basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Winners with the
2 minutes.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes.
Wembanyama, a screen on Sexton. From downtown, and it's Victor Wembanyama with the 3.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 14 points. The Bulls shooting a low 30% right now in the offensive performance. Here's Sexton. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Cancel. They double team Wembanyama.
Victor
That one goes in there.
Wembanyama.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Sexton on the wing. Castle covering. Fires from deep. The shot by Buzelis, no good. San Antonio leading by 21. Wembanyama outside. Inside. It's stolen by Prez. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. The fader. San Antonio with the rebound. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Got it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here is Prez. 17 points in the game. Outside, Jones. Prez with the screen for Jones. Shoots over Harper. And the basket by Jones. And so it's San Antonio. Sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off-guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Bodyguard is out there with Luke Cornett. And there's Harper. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lee in at the 3. San Antonio leading by 21. Pass to Harper. Here's the bodyguard. Now here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. And Harper the bucket on the assist by Lee.
For 3.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Harper against Jones. Smith the pass to Jones. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Smith against Lee. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Smith. Back to Jones. Smith outside. Over Lee. And it's Smith missing. San Antonio leading by 22. Out to Lee. There's the pick. And here's Harper from the arc. It's good from long range. Harper's got 6 here in this quarter.
A solid three-point shooter. Harper's looking to upgrade that part of his game.
Jones against Harper. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Smith right side. Over Lee. And it's Smith missing.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Pass to the bodyguard. Now Cornette. Here's Lee. Defended by Sexton. And here's Harper from the arc. Sexton grabs the board.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
And here's Jones. Collins looking around. Pass to Sexton. It's tipped. And again with the rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
Lee passes to Cornette. Here's Johnson. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Cornette gets it to go.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance.
San Antonio with the timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Please welcome to the court, your Chicago Lovables.
Checking in for Zach Collins. Prez comes in for Sexton. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Trey Jones. The Spurs also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Stephon Castle comes in for Keldon Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Lee. Tries it from the top of the key. Oh, and then one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lee's got 25 points. Now, here's Junior. Smith outside. Big shot on the way. Got that lucky. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. He lobs it up.
What instincts there from Wembanyama to keep the ball moving and set up a teammate.
Here's Giddey. Smith outside. And here is Prez. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Fox against Giddey. Pass to Winters. No good on the 3. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Castle against Smith. Castle misses.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to Winters. Knocked away. Lee with the steal. Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
A lefty who is lightning quick. De'Aaron Fox is one of the toughest covers in the league. The development of his three-point shot has been big because it forces you to come out to him.
No good on the free throw. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Winter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Back to Lee. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's the bodyguard. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 14 points for the bodyguard.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
Smith against Castle. Got a piece of it. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox finds Wembanyama. There's the pick.